What's happening and where are we going?
It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Stefan and Mikkel, two CRs from Northern Highway Company, are called in to reinforce on an accident involving a pedestrian. We're on the outskirts of Lille on the A1 motorway.
What the hell is he doing? Yes, it's Mikkel. There's any way to send Ravlin to the pedestrian shooter? Cause now. We're in traffic jam on the A1 and it's going to take some time. We're not going to get there anytime soon.
This Saturday evening, traffic is difficult for Stefan. Work on this portion of the highway has caused significant traffic congestion.
Damn it. That is unbelievable.
On site, Stefan meets other CRs from his company alongside the firefighters.
The girl was dragged out of the club by some guys. Maybe they tried to do things with her, and she jumped out of the car on the highway.
Stefan and Mikkel can't believe it. In the fire engine, the young lady is alive. Quickly taken to the emergency room, she is followed by Eddie and Stefan, arrive first at the accident scene. Baptist took the opportunity to take stock of the QG.
She didn't know the people who took her. She does not file a complaint. She wasn't run over on the freeway.
She hasn't been knocked down. So what do we do with this man who tells us he hit this girl, and who arrives at the Fort Cantons?
The matter is getting complicated. Agents should check this new item to better understand. At the hospital, the girl is conscious but agitated. Seriously injured with blood on her face, she has an incoherent speech. Difficult for agents to take her statement.
There is no statement. I am not complaining.
Yes, I must note that you are not filing a complaint.
Nothing happened at all. I was at the fireworks. I drank. I failed in a club, period.
Well, on the highway what happened?
Nothing at all. I was accompanied by friends. They tried to rape me. I cleared, period.
Do you know these friends or not?
No.
An Audi.
A black one. They are Roubaisians, if you want to know. Roubaisians. It's good. Are you finished?
No, wait 2 seconds.
That's it. I don't talk anymore. Come on, bye.
At the same time in Quarter Cantons, the HQ of the CRS Northern Highways, the case is rebounding. Agent Stefan takes the motorist's statement convinced of having run over a pedestrian on the highway.
Arrived at his height. Was a vehicle stopped?
There was a stopped vehicle with 2 people inside.
What did you see in particular about this girl? Was she mad, drunk?
She was not well, I think. Afterward. I don't know if it's due to the shock or what, but already her nose was all bloody and
She was in bad shape.
So it's definitely the same young woman. It remains to know what really happened. The case is complex. It's Olivier, the judicial police officer, who will take care of it.
Good evening, certain lady.
Apparently he hit the lady, so he stopped. The lady was up, fighting with her friend. Her boyfriend started to get mad. He turned around and came here directly. The lady had nothing.
Did you hit him?
His car is in the yard.
There was nothing wrong with this lady.
It's not a big deal.
After the audition, we'll see.
The driver went spontaneously to the police station. He doesn't think he's wrong and fears being involved in this accident. He even wants to file a complaint against the girl.
Why file a complaint?
she had nothing to do there, this lady.
We don't know everything about it. No, but you cannot file a complaint against her.
If I had killed her, it would have been unfortunate.
It would have been manslaughter if you killed her.
So I don't understand. She has nothing to do there. If he had killed her.
She doesn't have to be here. We don't know why she's there. We don't know what happened just before. It's enough that there's been an accident. People get out of the car.
Back from the hospital, the agents who listened to the young woman bring new elements.
What injuries does she have?
Practically nothing. As if she had rolled on the asphalt.
She is what? On a checkup or under observation? She was in a club.
She felt they were going to rape her.
Was she drunk?
Yeah. She doesn't want to file a complaint. She doesn't know the guys. She refused to reread the audition. She didn't sign.
Already a handrail. Then we'll see what's next. We don't worry about her insurance and she doesn't file a complaint.
Nothing happened. For her, nothing happened.
There are a few shock marks on the vehicle.
Even if the girl doesn't file a complaint, the matter is serious enough to warrant an investigation. It will then be the justice system that will decide what to do next with this case. Another agitated night for the CRS of the Northern Highways. Welcome to the outskirts of Lille. 900 kilometers of highway that circulate peacefully hundreds of thousands of motorists, but where drivers and drug dealers also meet. In the Lucerne cantons, the headquarters of the CRS Northern Motorway, Olivier, Chief Brigadier, takes up his service. With 16 years of home, he goes on a mission with a single objective: secure the highway, stop anyone who violates. It's almost 1 a.m. It's Saturday night. At this late hour for young people, the evening started well.
There, we go to Highway 21 at the Land Center exit for a systematic alcohol control for screening motorists. In general, on weekends, we always have operations planned.
This checkpoint is a strategic location. Here meet those who return home after a short evening and those who continue to Belgian nightclubs. Alcohol abuse is common.
Mademoiselle, good evening. Police checks. Be sure to park. Stop.
Several vehicles are checked. But it is this gray sedan that Olivier will focus on.
Sir, good evening. Police checks. Show me a driver's license and the like. Thank you. In the meantime, my colleague is taking your alcohol level. Please inhale. And blow. No, sir. Take a good breath. Do it again. Listen to me. You are an alcoholic. You're going to do it again. Otherwise, we will immediately go to the next stage. At the sound of the beep, you breathe. Wait. Go on. Let's breathe. Keep going. Inhale well and you breathe. Again, sir. You get out of the vehicle for the police station. Again. What did you consume, sir? What were you drinking? 3 whiskeys. Be sure to get out of the vehicle. When did you drink your whiskeys?
We just finished a party.
How long ago did you drink the last one? 45 minutes ago. We will see if you are in contravention or in a criminal offense.
Even if the driver finally admits to drinking, Olivier immediately goes to the next step.
We will take care of the man and take him to our police station to subject it to an ethylometer.
This man has something to worry about. He's a truck driver. If he loses his license, he loses his job. For him, the suspense will be short-lived with a blood alcohol level of 0.63. Almost 3 times the legal limit. His license will be immediately suspended. At the same time, a few meters away, we meet Stefan again. He's also an old highway busker, 12 years on patrol. In front of him in this red sports car, 2 young boys and 3 young girls. Stefan immediately sniffed. These young people have already started their evening well.
Have you been drinking alcohol?
Alcohol? Didn't you take drugs?
Him, smoke a joint in the car. I am talking to you. Your eyes are very tired.
No, I'm really tired.
If I take a drug test, positive or negative, sure. Please get out of the vehicle. Show me your permit and the car registration document. Do you have anything on you, sir?
No.
Did you smoke in the car?
Who smoked in the car?
Tell me right away.
It's just everyone.
If I have the car stripped and I find drugs, everyone will be responsible. Did you smoke too?
Slightly. A few slats.
Since when?
About 3 hours, 4 hours.
Please empty everything you have in your pockets, sir.
The young man is well equipped, rolling papers and a sour leaf. The complete consumer kit of...
Is there nothing in it?
There's nothing in it.
No drugs in the car. Sure, nothing.
Are you going to empty the car?
It's all I have left.
Sure, that's all that's left. And the others?
The others don't have anything either.
It's a barrier.
Of 10 grams the boy gives to the agent. Staffane is continuing his control over the other passengers this time.
Do you have your papers?
I do.
I forgot it at home.
I forgot it in my bag.
Your papers?
No,
Are you an adult or a minor?
minor.
You too.
Yes, but I have my card.
Is there anything else?
Nothing.
For his part, his colleague, the brigadier, Chief Mickle, searches the vehicle. A second strip or two was found, but it was in the trunk that big surprise awaited him.
What are you doing here? What are you doing in the trunk?
I'm going in nightclub.
Go get out of there. What are you doing?
We're going clubbing.
What are you doing there?
It's because there was no more room.
Put yourself there.
Totally unconscious, these 6 young people are going to a disco and have a really bad idea. Their car having only 5 seats, one of them settled in the trunk.
If they hit you from behind, the man in the trunk is dead.
That is new. He will not leave with the vehicle. He will leave on foot.
His friends will also end up on foot once the car is parked in a safe place. No fines for these party-goer apprentices, but their smoking equipment will end up scattered on the asphalt. On the northern highways, the CRS are watching. At their side, other security forces are in ambush. A few kilometers from the Lucerne cantons, it's Lauren's turn to take up his service. This man is customs officer for 32 years. He always starts by putting on his bulletproof vest.
Let's say that during the day, we don't have to deal with workers anymore. At night, we know that there is a greater risk of fraud, and it's often a bit hotter situations. There it is, the anti-aggression bomb. Then, a pair of handcuffs.
It is 23 p.m. We are a few minutes away from departure. Inspector Laurent briefs his teams on the night schedule.
This evening, we will enjoy the presence of our colleagues to work with them the first part of the night. They plan to go to Road 27. We will stand on the side to recover what will pass by.
Tonight, as usual, the first team will be on the highway while the second one will be posted on the secondary axes.
You put yourself in these places. If they get away from us here and there, you pick them up there. Does it work?
So off to a small village a few meters from the Belgian border. This axis parallel to the highway is a well-known route of all those who want to evade highway controls. But customs officials also know the place well. It's here, well out of sight, that Lauren and Mikkel are waiting for the suspicious cars. Like a hideout to avoid being seen from the highway.
Because a vehicle is a guy seen from the highway, often carrier cars have a scout car. We would be quickly signaled by the scout car.
But as soon as it is installed, a car arrives at high speed.
It's rolling.
Mr. Good Morning, Customs Service, where do you think you are?
I'm going to look for a friend near Villeneuve-d'Ascq. He was supposed to arrive in Lille, but the last train stopped at Pontaubois station. So he's stuck there for the night.
All right. Do you have goods to declare? Can you get out of the vehicle?
Knowing he was trapped, the young man emptied his pockets.
A small piece of cannabis. Be sure to put your hands on the roof.
In this case, the rule is simple: a thorough search of the driver, of the passengers, and their vehicle.
Don't you have anything with you?
In my bag.
There is grass and socks. It smells in the car. Whose is that? Sixth category weapon. You're not allowed to have that. You leave that at home. Why screwdriver in your satchel?
An American fist, a screwdriver. Among the multitude of pens, a bag of grass in the front pocket.
The grass is there.
A small catch tonight for customs officials, with such low amounts of. He lets young Belgians go back possessed of their drugs and illegal objects. For Lauren and Mikkel, this control is just the beginning. It's hardly sunrise when they're going to be interested in a bus and not just anyone. This is the Amsterdam-Milan line. At almost every check, customs officials discover drugs.
Did the motorcyclists shoot down the bus? Yes, they did not release it.
The long-awaited bus is early. Lauren and Michael missed it. Foot on the floor, customs officers go up the highway direction Lille to try to reach him. It's finally the motorcyclists who will catch up with him and stop it.
Hello, sir. It's the customs department. Do they all speak French?
English? Yes? Anything to declare? No? Okay. Cannabis, for example. Heroin, cocaine? No?
Each passenger is invited to get off for customs officials to search. From the first rows of seats, Lauren makes her first discovery.
The first to come down is where? Your cigarettes?
No?
Yes, it was in his place. There are no problems. Oh.
Come.
Mikkel searches and discovers a large sum of money and a few dubious vials. The man is tense and obviously worried.
You speak too much.
We speak French. Here we are in France.
During this time to search other passengers, it's a special customs officer who comes on the scene. Boy, a dog agent for 2 years, it won't take long to set your sights on one of the bags. In customs jargon, the dog just made a mark, and boy is never wrong. First discovery, a large quantity of white powder, but not only that.
What is it?
It's allowed.
Is it yours? Is it for sport too?
No. When I go to the nightclub, I take some.
Mikkel will then test today's catch. First product examined, the pouch recovered from the cigarette pack. Thanks to a chemical process, he knows in a few seconds what drug it is.
He is positive for the... There was the blue flash. It is indeed a small candy of...
For powder bags, obviously nothing illegal.
It's a protein or creatine product, like a dietary supplement for strength training, right? No illegal products, doping drugs.
In total on this bus, customs officials found a dozen stamps of, and a few grams of, small quantities. In these cases, customs officials seize drugs and fine the holder heavily. Since it's not about traffic, offenders are rarely apprehended.
All right, go on. Goodbye. They don't even thank us.
Lauren and Mikkel are not going to wait very long. They find what they call a good customer.
There are plenty of vehicles left there.
A few kilometers away in the parking lot of a service station, they are setting up a second checkpoint. The device is simple. A mobile team identifies and then flaps suspicious vehicles. The first to fall into this customs net, it's that English biker.
Do you speak French? No.
Okay.
English?
English? Yes. Okay. Tourist, just only?
Yeah. I do a trip around Europe.
Nothing to declare?
Not that I know of, no.
No money, not more than 10,000 euros?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Where do you come from now?
England. Oh, sorry, I've been in Ghent.
Ghent?
Yes.
For tourism?
Yes.
You smoke?
Yeah, cigars.
Cigars?
Yeah.
Cigarettes? What is cigars?
Cigars.
Cigars? Only cigars?
Oh.
Never cannabis with cigar?
I was a student once.
Huh?
I was a student once.
Not more now?
No.
No?
Finished?
Yeah.
When questioning him about his journey, in detail intrigued Laurent. The man is currently traveling to France, but he has just made a quick return trip to Belgium.
Just 2 days in Belgium?
Yeah.
2 days tonight.
This short Belgian stay is doubtful for our customs officers. And their flair did not deceive them. In a pack of cigarettes, Laurent comes across the first bag of...
Not more? Not more?
There is a little bit more, yeah.
Huh?
There is a little bit.
What? Where?
I can get for you.
Yeah.
No?
Huh? Okay. It's forbidden, you know it?
The man is keeping a low profile, but Laurent is not done with him. The customs officer insists, convinced that there are still some.
Not more? Not more? Not more? Sure?
It's still shaking a little bit. There are still things. Here, look. It was good to start with, but now he sees that things are not going very well for him. There are no astronomical quantities, but the knife for cutting and crumbling that smells.
What is that?
It's the knife to crumble them, which will allow him to make small fragments, then to sprinkle, make yourself some. He told us he was taking students, but apparently his studies are continuing.
In total, 50 grams of... enough to smoke 100. This English tourist motorcycle tour of Europe started with a big fine and the seizure of its goods. Back to the Lucerne cantons, the CRS 11 headquarters. Here is based a service like no other, the GAG, the Judicial Support Group investigating the highway. This morning, Antoine and Olivier are looking for a traffic offender. A long-term investigation.
So today, we're going to check his home. Discreetly, we'll try to gather evidence that will justify that he lives at the address given to us. In sight, certainly to go find the Mr. Tomorrow morning, if all goes well, it's a hardware accident with hit and run which dates from August 2012. The owner of the vehicle, who is responsible for the hit and run, don't give in to convocations. When you're querying files, we understand that the man does not have a valid driver's license. He never had a driver's license, a man who was born in 1983. Information that we got, the vehicle was not insured at the time.
One hit and run after accident, the matter is serious. To get your hands on the individual, nothing beats social media.
Police services don't have any photograph. His photos were retrieved via his Facebook page.
They must first check the data collected during their investigation. Does the man still live here? What does he do? What are its hours?
Lots of mailboxes.
Yes, why don't you go check his name on the letterbox?
In front of the suspect's home, a black car is parked. A woman is inside. She observes the police officers.
Who is she? Maybe it is his current girlfriend.
To get away from suspicion, our camera will remain hidden in the nearby parking lot. To put an end to his distrust, Antoine and Olivier will present themselves with a false quality.
We're Family Affairs Services, and we would like to meet Mr. Do you know him? He's your neighbor. Is he there?
I don't know, because he's in training.
During the day, at what time does he leave?
In the morning, he leaves early and he returns in the afternoon.
Do you know who is doing the training?
I do not know at all.
Good day. Thanks, goodbye.
By pretending to be social services, Antoine and Olivier have gathered the information that they were missing. They'll be back tomorrow morning to arrest the suspect. The next day, 5 a.m., 1 o'clock before the arrest, Thomas, a judicial police officer, makes an update with the team. Supporting photo of the individual.
This man we're going to find is not known to the services. But there is a trend to make progress at the level of delinquency. We're going to try to stop that. It is not recorded, so we don't have a photo in the Canonge file, in font files. We managed to look for his face, to identify it, and know a little bit about who we're dealing with. Even if you have a plan of attack or a way of operating, in general, it never happens as we would have liked. There's always something that's going to upset you. We say to each other, we are going to go up to 4. Maybe we'll get there the man to go to work after that. It's a chain of things. Then we must adapt to the situation, of course. So we're done with coffee, bulletproof vests forever. Then gas, okay.
Ready to face any situation, it is in an unmarked car and that he leaves the company. Precise 6 o'clock, the legal time for arrests. The police officers are in place. After several attempts, the man does not respond, and finally a neighbor will open.
Yes, who is it?
Hi, it's the police. Make sure to open. Sir, it's the police. The 3 of us break. 1, 2.
What do you want?
It's the police. It's okay. Our ace is good. Do you want to see a doctor? Tell a family member or a lawyer? Does hit and run in August mean anything to you? We called each other several times. Afterwards, you have to come to the summons. You're moving. You're not making your changes. So, do you want to tell someone close to you?
Tell a loved one.
No, anyway you release me afterwards.
It is for the magistrate to decide. Are you surprised? There's a lot of stuff rolled up.
A dirty mirror on the table intrigued the agents. It could be.
Narcotics?
No. Go ahead, you can watch.
No drugs, just a pretty poorly maintained apartment. The man cooperates, but it's handcuffed. Let him get out of his house.
It's better that way. The man is cooperating. He knows why we're here. We know that he has not forgotten. Everything is fine. See you right away.
Will he admit to being the author of the accident? It's all the work of the team of the judicial support group of the CRS Autoroute. Barely arrived, the suspect is immediately placed in his cell, waiting to be heard. The audition is Aurore, the only female CRS in the company, who is in charge of it.
You can put 920M and 820M released from police custody for an audition.
You are going to see her. With 10 years of experience, Aurore never lets go.
We're going to the audition. Wear your shoes.
She must get him to admit that he was the author of the accident.
First, I'm going to take back all of your identity, and I'm going to remind you of the facts. No profession. 2 children. Are you already known to the police or the gendarmerie? It's a small no. Let's start with the facts. A hit and run. After a traffic accident. A lack of a driver's license. And a lack of insurance.
As I told you, I don't remember at all.
I don't know. I don't remember anymore.
The man denies all responsibility protecting amnesia due to alcohol and medication.
Have you ever driven without a license?
It's happened to me before, to park the car.
Is that all?
Well, yeah.
Why say it's to park the car? When I asked you about the 25, are you talking about borrowing?
Well, yeah, when I arrived at night.
You don't drive. Have you ever driven long trips without a license?
No, not always. No, I don't remember.
Was this vehicle insured in August?
I don't know.
However, you told my colleague that you were not insured. He had you in September. You had my colleague in September. He called you. You said something could have happened, that it was not impossible. And you were sure that you were not insured. You knew that. Suddenly you say, I was driving without insurance. Now you don't know anymore. You tell me that the vehicle was in an accident, but you don't know why.
The car, it was insured for a while, but I don't know if it ended before or not.
Because there's nothing there, you're not saying anything.
Antoine will in turn try to put pressure on the defendant for him to confess.
Even if you don't know you've had an accident, or if you were the driver, you admit to yourself anyway that your vehicle was in an accident at the time you had it.
Yes, I recognize that. No, the rest is not mine. Nothing comes back to me.
Finally, sir, you are going back to prison. We have checks to do at the level of your schedule, at the level of check to see if you could actually be in this vehicle at the time, and to see your profile a little bit.
The defendant will therefore wait in the cell, a respite that the team will use to gather evidence against him.
Concretely, there he was put back in prison. We have other items that have just arrived that we are going to exploit against him, and for us, fortunately. Factors that go against him, but in our favor, because it's not for nothing that we went looking for him.
In the next office, a decisive testimony. Faced with the police, the former partner of the arrested person. The CRS summoned her to report telephone interviews she had with the suspect the day of the accident.
How did you know he was in the hospital?
He sent me a message.
Has he explained to you why he is in the hospital?
Yes, that's for sure. I knew he had an accident, he told me.
He told you, I ran into a car.
Yes, he said to me, I had an accident. I got into a car.
He did not say, I borrowed the car.
No.
Didn't he tell you where?
No, he just told me he was on the freeway.
On the highway?
Yes.
These new elements are transmitted to Aurore. She intends to use them to make the defendant confess. 2 hours after the start of the hearing.
Following this morning, I got more information that don't really go with what you're telling me, which even go the other way around. Think carefully before answering. Are you sure you didn't call anyone on August 19th?
I don't know if I called someone.
I'm going to tell you something. The calls, I know they have taken place. You said you had an accident.
I don't know.
There's no need to deny it. Talking about memory lapses. Memory lapses have a good place in history. Do you stand by your statements? Do you maintain that you have never had an accident on the 25 on August 19, 2012? I'm asking you to say yes or no. Yes, you maintain.
I don't remember.
Despite her determination, Aurora will not be able to get the suspect to confess. At the end of his custody, the man will be released pending the continuation of justice in this case. No respite for the company. Right in front of the headquarters, on a ramp accessing the highway, a man under the influence of alcohol stopped his vehicle across the roadway. He is violent and refuses any control. Agents need to work together to subdue it. He is taken directly to the station for an alcohol test.
If you don't breathe, it's 6 months of license suspension.
I don't care.
Don't you care? I'm asking you 3 times, not 4. If you refuse to breathe, it is an independent offense. Last time, are you breathing or not?
Never mind.
Refusal to submit. It's 10 o'clock. You're in custody for drunk driving. With a refusal to comply.
It's not worth it I follow you.
Come on, sir. Let's go without wasting time.
Arriving in front of the cell, the CRS tried one last time to persuade him to breathe.
Are you breathing or not? It's not much. Breathe. We can determine the cause. Maybe it's not even criminal. It's just a violation. In this case, you get 6 points removed from your license and a fine of 90 euros. Now it's a misdemeanor.
Come and breathe with me. Let's go. Come with me.
Finally, it is Aurora who succeeds in convincing him.
You're blowing in at my signal. Okay. Yes, sir. Come on, let's go.
At the sound signal, you exhale. Breathe in well.
Again.
For the drunk driver, the result is not surprising. The breathalyzer shows 1.53 grams per liter of exhaled air. That's 6 times the authorized limit.
Do you follow me?
The man cannot leave until his alcohol level has not gone back to 0. And given its rate, this may take some time. The man is finally calm, but he will spend the next 24 hours in a cell. In 2012, on the roads of the North, 22% of fatal accidents were due to alcohol. It's hardly nightfall and the CRS are already called about a new accident.
Did you get the message about the accident?
We are on Route 25. Staffing arrives on the scene.
Are you staying in position for now?
A Porsche has just hit a DR truck head-on, the Interdepartmental Directorate of Roads. Its driver is totally drunk. Driving at high speed, he did not see the huge orange arrow installed on the left lane. He braked well 30 meters before the obstacle, but too late. Fortunately, the truck was empty and there were no injuries.
Driving with speed and alcohol, he must not have seen there. So what is it, sir?
It's the signage.
If you can't see it, you're blind.
The car is out of use. The driver, on the other hand, is immediately driven in the Lucerne cantons. In his cell, the man slowly gets drunk. For CRS, you have to notify him of his custody and to present it to a doctor. This is the procedure in the event of a serious accident.
Get up, sir. He snores. Sir, sir, sir. Sir, sir, sir. He sleeps well. Sir, there is the doctor. Do you want to see the doctor?
The doctor is here.
For a visit. He sees if you are injured or not. Apparently you don't have anything. Are you coming or not? What? Come on, come on. I didn't understand. What you're telling me doesn't mean anything. No, we'll see about it all here. I don't know what that means.
The doctor will wait. Our driver does not seem to be in a condition to do anything. 8 o'clock in the morning, the defendant finally comes to his senses. A quick breakfast in the cell, and it's time for him to breathe.
Hello, sir. Put your shoes on.
Is it mandatory?
Have we checked your rate? You had a big rate last night. I don't think it went down enough. Put you in custody. Then we're going to interview you.
No injuries?
No, no injuries. You are in luck.
Well, I think yes.
We're going to wait a bit. Have you had lunch?
Yes. Can't I leave? Can't I call someone? I'm fed up. I can't stay locked in there. It's the first time in my life I don't fit in there.
Below 0.25.
I can't go back a second time. Come on.
Is it good? Sit over there.
10 hours after the accident, his blood alcohol level is still too high. He will have to wait another 6 hours to be released and leave on foot.
I need sheet 10 quickly. I'm on the A2 motorway. For one session, the pill points to stop a vehicle. Received.
It's well received. Vehicle mileage.
9 hours in the Lucerne region. This morning for the CRS, it's a major operation. At the maneuver, Major Dominique.
I have received it. Sheet 10 for information. I am taking 2 motorcycles that are serving with me. You also notified Rambo 31, who is also on alert in view of the arrest. Currently, we are heading to the A2 motorway to stop a vehicle that could be stolen. It can be triggered by the API vehicle, the automatic reader license plates. We will try to stop this vehicle with the help of motorcyclists. Its progress is known.
From Paris, departmental security is tracing a suspect via the GPS on his mobile phone. It is up to the CRS du Nord to intersect it.
It's the Major aboard the API vehicle. Do you have the current progression? To Borson 62, I should be able to do it.
The case is complex. The CRS have no information about the vehicle and can only rely on the approximate position of the suspect transmitted by Paris.
Send sheet 10.
Are you ready to intercept Rambo?
I just arrived on the 2. I will be at the Sentinel station. Rambo 31 will move to the Valenciennes center level, and motorcyclists are 42 at the Marly interchange.
On the edge of the A2 motorway in the direction of Belgium for nearly 10 minutes, the API system will read all registrations. In the event of a vehicle declared stolen, an alarm sounds. However, this morning there are no results. Time is running out. The suspect should pass them by now.
For now, still nothing. It surprises me he should be here. If so, it came to us first. We will go up to the border. We're going to get past the fires. We'll see if we can get it. To the Rambo workforce at 31 Lafayette 42, I just had colleagues from SD. The vehicle has passed. It is towards Trith St. Leger through its geolocation.
You don't want us to make you a moving cap towards Belgium.
It can also be done, a mobile plug.
With him, Dominique has the only concrete element in this case, a photo of the suspect. It's by observing each vehicle within range, let him spot a man matching the report.
Is that it? Yes, wait. Don't move anymore. And on.
Yes.
The character almost corresponds to the photo received. I take it we have a traffic jam. We're going to arrest him. Sir. Get in front. Stop now. It's good. Be sure to cut off your contact. Show me license, car registration, and insurance.
In an instant, the highway is cut off by motorcyclists. The arrested driver is not the wanted man. Dominique fears he has missed out.
Yes, but now it must have happened. Do you still have it in progress? There, we even blocked the highway. You should have had a stop. Is he arrested? There, we restart traffic in the left lane. And we're watching. We filter and see if we can catch him.
The tension is rising for the CRS. The man is there, somewhere in this traffic jam.
It should definitely not be missed.
Dominique spots a second vehicle.
75. Control. Control.
But at the same time, Paris is bringing bad news.
Yes, hello. Oh, Crimpin. He has passed. It's impossible.
The suspect has fallen through the cracks. In question, the delay between the GPS location and its transmission to the police.
For you, if they drive to Crapit, it's a failure. I'll let you know. Thanks. So Crapin went through the pack. It's okay, I took the plates. I'm going to check on the computer to see if we can identify it with a vehicle which may not be reported stolen. Thank you for your cooperation. I'll go all the way to the border, you never know.
But barely in his car, he learns that the suspect has just come to move to Belgium.
I knew we were very close. There must have been a walk by us. It doesn't matter. We tried. We didn't win the next time. Sorry. Good luck. See you soon.
The mission is over. Disappointed, the major informed his teams and lifted the system.
Lafayette 42 by Lafayette 10. I just got the SD colleague on the line. The vehicle is geolocated in Belgium. So for us, it's over. Thank you for your collaboration, so end of the mission for you. Go back to the Lucerne cantons. We would have needed the brand at least, the brand and the type. We have already focused more. It must have been hot. He must have seen us. We didn't see him, but he did.
The return to the Lucerne was short-lived. A new accident has just been reported.
Well received. We're going to turn around at the Chapelle d'Armentières, but we are going the other way.
We are on Route 25, direction Dunkirk. Arriving on site, they discover much more only simple crumpled sheet metal.
We could already send a convenience store.
In addition to 2 vehicles that were damaged, public facilities have been seriously damaged, causing the first traffic difficulties. A DR team is already securing the perimeter.
Stay safe. Wait for us to come. And only then do you cross the traffic lanes, because now it's super dangerous.
These 2 young people were lucky despite a brutal collision. This is evidenced by the condition of their vehicle. A few meters away, the second vehicle is also out of use and its driver in shock.
Go and get safe there. It was just a motorist who decided to take chewing gum in his glove box, and he was driving in the left lane at 110 kilometers/h. He did not see the other vehicle in front of him. Inevitably, a material traffic accident with damage to the public domain, 12 slides and 2 vehicles sprayed. There, we will see another vehicle hit by the projectile.
By hitting the guardrail, metal elements have been projected onto the other side of the central ground collateral victim, this other vehicle, which was driving in the opposite lane.
My tire exploded.
Yes, it's not a big deal. It's okay. He ran on the crankcases.
No injuries, but traffic stopped in the early morning. It's the nightmare scenario for CRS. Every day, there are tens of thousands of motorists that line these northern highways. An ordinary day for the CRS. Accidents, thefts, traffic, the A1 is the highway of all the excesses. In 2012, the CRS Northern Highways intervened out of nearly 2,400 incidents. That's nearly 7 interventions per day.